Alright guys, so here we have another one of these Super Dragon Ball Hero units, Super MIRA. I decided I'd go ahead and rainbow this guy because the artificial life form category did come out, where this guy could actually be pretty decent over there. Plus, you know, he is on the Android team, and he's also on the Time Traveler team. Now, initially, when he first came out, he was only on the Android team, and I don't know, he's not really the best fit over there. So I figured, I'm not going to rainbow him, you know, let me not even bother. But, you know, now he's gotten a couple more category teams, so I wanted to go ahead and rainbow him and give him a try on a few of these teams, right? So let's see how strong Super MIRA, you know, how well can he perform on some of these category teams that he's on. Alright guys, so we're here in an event testing out Super MIRA. Now, I did rainbow this guy, you know, a few months ago now at this point, but I want to do a video on him and prepare to use him in the super difficult Goku Legendary event, because MIRA greatly stacks his defense. Now, in Goku Black, right? He works fine in that event, but he still can take some damage in the final phase, even though his stack greatly raises his defense as well. So I'm not expecting Super MIRA to be able to tank completely like against that UI Goku at the end, but I do think he'll be a relatively solid unit for throughout that event. So here he is with an attack stat under 1,000,000. I mean, right now we're only on the double Super Baby 2 Artificial Lifeform team, so it's not like we're on some crazy, you know, 170% attack-led team. So I guess that is solid, but we do have Physical Kid Buu on the rotation as well. So MIRA gets a 100% attack buff. See, one thing about him is he also does not have any defensive buff, just like in Goku Black. So clearly, Akatsuki right now, they think that giving a unit a defensive buff plus giving them the whatchamacallit, I'm actually going to use an item right here. Yeah, just because I want to make sure that we have Physical Kid Buu's passive next turn. But Akatsuki is a little scared to give a unit, you know, a greatly stacking defense, as well as actually giving them, like, a defensive buff. I mean, is there a single unit that has those two things? I don't think so, off the top of my head, but there might be. And I think Super MIRA, he will be able to do fine. It's particularly on that Android team. There are a couple units that are able to stack that might be effective over there. I'm actually debating rainbowing Angel Cell as well, because on GP, Angel Cell does stack his defense, which, you know, I think, you know, you got him, you got, like, SDR Cell, you got SDR Super MIRA. You know, by the time you get to that final phase, you're going to have a very defensive team. And then you just add to that, you know, like Android 17 giving defense to the whole rotation. Then you also have, you know, Android 21 healing. And, you know, there's going to be some interesting things going on. Yeah, that's not enough to push us below 80% right there. So I'm glad I used that Princess Snake. Okay, so this is the rotation that we wanted for this team. This will probably be MIRA's best attack set on this team, at least. So MIRA, in terms of attack links, he's got Demon Duo, Berserker, and Nightmare. We're going to get Nightmare here with Int Metal Cooler, but Demon Duo is going to be a tough link to get, because basically, in order to get Demon Duo, you got to have pretty much one of the Heroes cards, or like Dabura. Like, obviously, it's like, you know, I don't know why it's called Demon Duo, but it's meant to be like a demon type link, right? Like, several of the Dragon Ball Hero cards have it. You know, regular MIRA, regular Toa, Darkness Toa, Super MIRA, and then the transformed version of, damn, what's his name? I forgot his name. Demigra. Transformed Demigra in his demon form has got it. So, let's see what attack set MIRA will be able to get in this situation right here. I'm sure it'll be decent. As long as he breaks over 1,000,000, that'll be acceptable. Oh, look, and already he's not taking damage. Okay. Not bad. So that greatly stacking defense could be a very, very nice mechanic. Alright, so he's on two other category teams, Android and Time Traveler. Let's also take a look at him on those teams. I think Time Traveler is probably going to be the best team for this MIRA. Alright guys, so now we're over here on the Android team. Always fun being able to bust out the Android team. Such a good tanky team, healing, and they all link pretty well. And, you know, with double Android 17 on the team, Ki is not going to be an issue pretty much ever. So that's going to be very, very good. Although, actually, it's going to be an issue here. I guess I might actually have to... I guess I could just do this. Cell doesn't need a super attack, and we'll just get one for with MIRA. So I've got SCR Cell in the first slot. He is giving Nightmare to MIRA. So that is going to be, what, extra 10% attack. Of course, then we also have Android 21 at the end. She is, a pretty good support type unit for the Android category team. So we'll be able to see what our boy MIRA is capable of doing. Okay, and then there he is above 1 million right there. Now, on the Time Traveler team, we're definitely going to be able to get a lot higher than that because he's going to be able to be on a better rotation with better support type units. That's kind of the one weakness of the Android team is that 21, she only gives, what is it, 30%, I believe? I think the Android category team could use another support type unit. Like, I don't know, maybe Android 16 from the, Android or Cell arc or something like that. But certainly, I do think they could use another support type unit, like just a stronger one, right? The Android team in general needs support, man. Like a Super Android 13 that transforms and stuff like that, Dokkan Fest exclusive, would be a really good idea, because that would be a nice buff to like the Artificial Lifeform team, the Android team. It could make these teams a lot more usable, a lot more runnable, so I do hope we would expect to see one of those soon. Alright, so now let's head over to the Time Traveler team, and I'll try and get, I think, what'll be the best attack stat for our boy MIRA. Alright guys, now we're on the Time Traveler team. I think this will probably be our boy MIRA's best rotation right here, linked up with Darkness Toa. Now, Darkness Toa is going to give MIRA Demon Duo, which is a 20% attack link, so that's going to be really nice. Darkness Toa is a support type unit, and then of course we have the new Mai. Mai is still kind of awakening, and she gives 40% to Time Traveler category allies. So this should be MIRA's best turn at 1.19 million. So yeah, well, this was the best turn that we saw him in for sure. And as you guys can see, MIRA, not bad. If an enemy can have their attack lowered, MIRA does do that from his passive. So, for something like Super Battle Rope, maybe that could be a bit interesting. I don't think this MIRA will be super great for Super Battle Road, though, because of the fact that he has to super to get his defense, and I don't know that you're really going to be able to build it up as easily as you'd like, right? The fights aren't long enough. If Super Battle... Wow, double Rose transformation, but if the fights were longer over in Super Battle Road, yeah, this MIRA would probably be a great option. Oh, look at this rotation. Hello. This is a pretty solid... You know what? I'm going to let this play out, sure. What a good rotation. That we'll go ahead and let this one happen. If Hit does not stun that first Rose, which it looks like he's about to, if he didn't, then we would probably be able to finish him off in this turn. Like, all three of these Roses giving 3 key to extreme types too. So, in Rose, when you get him into this Rose form, he is quite formidable. Like, definitely pretty good unit. Still stacking, like, his defense. He does have, what, a 50% chance to crit in that, Super Saiyan Rose form. So, not bad. I think I would still say, I do like SDR Rose better as a card. I just think he's a better unit than Int Goku Black, but, Int Goku Black is not too bad. Alright, so now let's just go ahead and move into the breakdown for Super MIRA. Alright guys, so let's see how strong our boy MIRA is. So, this is Counterattack of Evil Super MIRA. His leader skill is Extreme SDR Key 3 and 70% to stats. That's the thing with this batch of Super Dragon Ball Heroes units that came out last November, is all of them have pretty, good, solid, relevant leader skills. Which, will be very interesting if these guys still kind of awaken, or what the next batch of Dragon Ball Heroes units is going to look like in November, because now they've done this, I think, 3 years in a row. They've released Dragon Ball Heroes banner in November, so I would only presume that they will do it again this year, too. So it'll be interesting. I'm really hoping in this November we'll see Super Saiyan 3 Trunks and Super Saiyan 3 Gohan get Dokkan Awakenings. If that would happen, look out. Super Saiyan 3 Gohan would be ridiculous after he awakened. So MIRA's super attack is the Android Kick, which greatly raises defense and does supreme damage. His passive is Stinging Bloodlust, which gives him a 100% attack buff. He disables enemies' guard, and then he lowers attacked enemies' attack and defense by 20% for 2 turns. that part of the passive can be useful because it is for 2 turns, so you will be able to feel the effects of that even if MIRA is floating, right? So that part, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. His links are Android Assault, Demon Duo, Berserker, Tough as Nails, Nightmare, and Fear and Faith. So not the greatest, you know, Berserker, Android Assault, Tough as Nails basically suck as links. Like, Tough as Nails is 1500 defense. Android Assault is plus 1000 defense. One of the worst links in the game. Like, they have to buff that. If it was at least, you know, defense plus 20% or something like that. But defense plus 1000? Are you kidding me? No. Stop. Not the greatest links. His 12 key multiplier is 130%, which is quite low. That would explain the lower end of the attack numbers that he was able to get today. Not even really able to get up past 1.2 million, which surprised me a little bit on the Time Traveler team. And then our boy MIRA is on 3 category teams. He's on the Android team. He is over here on the Time Traveler team. And then finally, he is on the Artificial Lifeform team. Now, on all 3 of these teams, I do think this MIRA will be kind of useful for that Legendary Goku event, which is one of the reasons why, you know, I just had to do this video now, and we're going to take him into that event very soon. So, thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.